Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Average Man Unplugged. Strong and independent women of TikTok are going viral complaining about mortgage being raised. Please subscribe below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
My mortgage went up $1,000 and I am not okay. So let me tell you guys, for the longest time, people be screaming from the hilltop, home ownership is not it. Like, don't rush, don't rush. And I will just be like, I don't understand it because I'm literally chilling, like cheaper than rent.
People that think home ownership is cheaper than rent hasn't owned their house for a long time yet.
I was bamboozled. So let me tell y'all what they do not tell y'all about real estate. So they do an analysis every year from, at least with the mortgage that I got, right? And so they did an analysis and basically my mortgage increased by $1,000. And I asked them why. And they were like, something about my house is a new build. And so I guess they charged me for the taxes when it was just the land for 2 years. Then after year 2, they add the taxes with the house actually on it. And they were like, yeah, your builder is supposed to tell you. They didn't. They didn't. And so I asked them, can I sell the house? And they were like, there's no equity in it. You guys see me smiling, but come next month, I'm literally going to be in tears because $1,000 extra a month, I legit want to move back home and live with my parents. But I don't have that option.
Yeah, you have a house that you're going to get default on, and it's going to destroy your credit for a very long time.
I'm sick. Like, I'm sick. Honestly, don't buy a house if you're single. Like, buy a house when there's 2 incomes coming in because, baby, you gonna need it.
What's going on, YouTube? Is your
What's
boy
up, bro?
Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So the last video that you just saw has gone viral on TikTok, and apparently there is a lot of women complaining about mortgages going up, which is nothing new pretty much since the bug hit. As you guys know, my rent actually doubled prior to me.
Doubled, bro?
Starting to travel abroad, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm spending less money. I'm probably spending less money on Airbnbs going country to country versus when I was staying in my apartment in the hood paying what, $800 a month, which is crazy.
Bro, $800 a month is actually pretty good. I don't know where you live, bro, but that's pretty good because you can't get shit here in $800 a month for an apartment. I pay $700, but because my friend got this house really cheap from his parents, so he doesn't mind, the lower the rent. And plus, we're good tenants. Like we're his good friends, so we take care of the house, we take care of everything, we clean, we don't make a mess.
So the reason why I wanted to play that for you guys, because apparently there is a brother that is receiving backlash for reacting to the original video, and I want to play that for you guys, and then I'm going to show you some of the reactions that he got in response to that.
Okay.
Let's keep it moving.
Let's go.
So I've seen this video, which has gone viral several
It's the
times,
BBL, brother.
and I've seen other women online complaining about the same thing. Mortgage increased by $1,000.
5?
And why are you telling us?
We do not care.
You're a strong, independent woman. You don't need no man.
Yeah.
PhD. Okay.
Why we need to know that your mortgage increased $1,000? I got other women that I'm seeing come up on my feed that's saying that they can't afford their rent. They need $4,000 to move into a new apartment. And
We do not care.
Nope.
I thought you was making 6 figures. You killing it.
Stop the cap.
We supposed to feel some type of way?
You lose.
Yeah, more women are homeowners than men. Millions of women are more homeowners than men because men are dirtbags and, dusties. But yet women are out there complaining about the mortgages and stuff. I wonder.
We supposed to be like, this is a travesty? What did you do? Sign a variable interest rate loan where your interest rate can fluctuate, which will increase your mortgage? What? Why are we supposed
That's what I thought it was. It was an adjustable mortgage loan, and since rates gone up, your rate went up too. So
to feel sorry? Men have been dealing with this for forever. No one feels sorry for us.
nope.
If you're so strong and independent and you don't need us, why are you complaining about the increase?
I practice hypergamy.
Don't put it on social media. Pay it. Nobody told you to go and get a variable interest rate on a loan. You could have had a husband.
I mean, tell you the truth, no one told you to go get a house. A lot of she even said it. People told her home ownership isn't the business. Sometimes you rather just rent the whole time. And I somewhat agree, depending on the lifestyle you want to live. If you don't really plan on having a family, and you don't even plan on getting married or have kids, why the fuck do you have a house? Like, really, why do you have a house? You don't need one.
Locked in the rate because you would have had more income. But no, y'all bragging about these houses and all of these degrees, and then you get upset with your college loan debt. You brag about getting a house, then you get upset when you sign a bad loan and they raise your mortgage. Stop it. We don't want to hear it because we don't get to complain as men.
Nope.
You're a strong, independent man. You don't need no man. You don't get to complain either. We don't want to hear it.
Now, my original take when I watched this video was kind of like, well, he got a valid point. Because, you know, black women are bragging about how they are making more money than ever, opening businesses, you know, being in college more. We already know the myth to that. They're the most enrolled. They're not the most
Art degrees.
Graduated. But here's my thing. From what I saw, basically what he was trying to say was, look, y'all expect men to pay for everything and not complain about it. The last thing men want to hear is you complaining about things that you're going to have to pay for yourself anyway. So I think that's where he was coming from. But
that was definitely where he was coming from.
Other people on TikTok felt different about it, and I want to show you guys their reactions because I kind of sort of agree with where they're coming from too. Except for this next woman, because she's just a straight up man hater. Check this out.
My mortgage went from being $1,500 to over $4,200, and that's because I made the decision to move from Michigan to California to have better weather. And it's just so crazy to me because I'm not even in a house in California. I'm only in a condo. I did some calculations. If I was to buy a single family house that's even similar, like remotely similar to what my house in Michigan was, then my monthly mortgage would be over $10,000.
Yep.
And
sounds
to
about right.
Get a house that's like kind of small, 3 bedrooms, maybe $1,500, my monthly mortgage would be over $7,000.
3 bedrooms, 2 bath is kind of small. That's an average size home
In California. It's just wild to think how much more housing costs here, because in Michigan, it for $250,000, you can get yourself a really decent house. Like here, you can't even get something at a trailer park for that much in Southern California.
You're a strong, independent woman. You don't need no man. Well, we need to know that your mortgage increased $1,000. I got other women that I'm seeing come up on my feed that's saying that they can't afford their rent. They need $4,000 to move into a new apartment. And I thought you was making 6 figures. You killing it. We supposed to feel some type of way?
He's mad because he's jealous. Single women are racing ahead of men in home ownership. So when a woman owns
I knew this was going to come up. I fucking knew it.
a home, they get mad about it because they're like, how dare you not need me to do this thing that I can't even do by myself? It makes raggedy men happy to feel like a single woman isn't thriving on her own. Like they want her to feel like, see, that's why you should have had a man. You needed a man. Okay. But if she had said, I need a man to help me pay my mortgage, they would have called her a gold digger. So which one is it? She should have had a man to help her with the mortgage payments, or you don't want to be used for money. Some of these men struggle to pay for a woman's meal on a first date, but here they are acting as if somebody's asking them for rent money and mortgage money. You've never covered a woman's rent in your life. Maybe.
And we're supposed to? That is our job, is to cover women's rent? Shut up.
She was talking to fellow single women, fellow homeowners, fellow women with the same kind of mortgage that she has. Nobody said that this single woman was talking to you, but you seemed triggered about the idea that a single woman could have, at least at one point, well afford her mortgage and didn't need a man to do it.
At one point, sure. But obviously, she didn't. That's the whole point. Women think that they can do all these things without a man and, you know, you live a wonderful life, and then yet you realize you're struggling. This is what we're talking about. The strong, independent boss, babe. You want to show off that you own a house. You want to show off these things, but yet you're actually still struggling in the background.
Now let me go in on this man-hating ass woman for a minute. And I'm glad I refrained from using the B word, because Lord knows I wanted to use it so bad. But man, what you're saying is 100% false. It's not that men can't afford to own homes. It's because men are smart enough to realize they don't need a whole house to themselves if they only gotta take care of themselves. Y'all women do that for a flex.
Yep.
And it really ain't much of a flex, because what's the sense of you and having all this damn room to yourself and it's just you?
Yep.
You stupid.
Got all these extra bills just for the sake of just saying you own a home.
Yeah, again, home ownership is not just a mortgage. You're paying the trash, you're paying all the utilities, you're paying for all the maintenance. If you have a yard, you're paying for the yard, or you're doing it yourself. There is so much work and money into owning a home. And I don't think women realize this.
This is why y'all are the ones with all the debt and not men, because men are smart enough to be like, you know what, it'll be a lot smarter me to get a house once I start a family, because what's the sense of me having a whole house to myself, barely get by doing it, all for the sake of just saying that I got a house. That's what y'all women are doing. I don't know why y'all think that is such a flex.
And not just that, the reason you guys own more homes than single men is you stole it from single men. Divorce rates are 80%. Divorce rates are over 50%. 80% initiated by you guys. And the house normally goes to you guys.
And it ain't got shit to do with, oh, I dare her do this without me. No, it's the fact that you want to sit over here and come on here coming off like you dry begging.
Yeah.
Just like when these women want to sit over here and talk about their hair and nails and lashes and all that shit.
Costs so much.
They want to come on social media complaining about how much it costs. Why else would they come on social media complaining about that unless they looking for a sucker to pay for it anyway? Because you ain't gonna sit over here and tell me if a man was dumb enough and simp enough to go out of his way and say, hey baby, I got that extra $1,000 for you. That woman ain't gonna take it. Fuck out of here.
Yep.
Like, she just a man hater, bro. Ain't nobody stunting her ass. I'm like, and they always look like her. Keep it moving.
Now, I just saw a clip of a woman explaining how her mortgage had went up by like thousands, or maybe it was just $1,000, right? And then a man popped his ass on the screen talking about I thought you was an independent woman. I thought you didn't need no man. With all due respect, stuff like that is not necessary, and that doesn't progress into making things better. Anybody, man or woman, whose mortgage went up by $1,000, $5,000, whatever the number, $300 would have an issue with that and want to complain. Now, my mortgage went up by $3, so I'm not going to sit up here and complain. I can do that. But in reality, there's some things where
Shut up. I actually disagree with you wholeheartedly. Men don't do this. Not usually at the mass that women are. And we're not complaining the way she's complaining. The way she's complaining, acting as she was still a boss babe, doing all these things, but the mortgage all of a sudden went up because what happened? No. These women are usually out there bragging about their lifestyle, bragging about being single, independent, and strong, and then they make stupid videos complaining about things like this. So yes, I do agree. Anyone would complain when their mortgages go up, but men aren't going on TikTok en masse to do this. So you're wrong.
We as people expose ourselves, and we expose how hurt we are because we try to point the finger and make something seem like it's a gender issue, when in reality, anybody who's sitting up here working, trying to make something out of themselves, if a bill had increased by $500, $300, $1,000, you are going to feel some type of way.
Of course we are. But we don't post it on the internet for sympathy, clout, or for someone to pay our bill. That's the difference.
But to sit up there and make that comment trying to make it seem like, oh, you need a man to help pay your bills, it's doing a little too much. Now, I just saw a clip of a woman explaining how...
See, and this just goes to show you between difference in men, because even though I understand where he's coming from, I actually agree with his take a lot more than the woman.
Of course.
And it's not just because it's male versus female. It's because he actually made a valid point. When it comes to something like this, it doesn't have to be gender. So from that...
You're right. You're both correct. That, yes, mortgages going up is not a gendered thing. Things getting overpriced is not a gender thing. You're right. But we aren't ones that are saying we're strong and independent. We aren't making videos saying that we're better than another gender. We're not making videos saying that we don't need another gender. We've never made videos like that. Rarely that I see videos of men saying, oh, we're just better than women and they suck or whatever it is. But women make these videos. These particular women make these types of videos. So it makes sense for a man that sees these videos constantly of you badgering us, saying that we're brokies and all these things, and then yet you complain about the things that you're dealing with. That's the problem where most men are having.
That aspect of it, I can understand why he looked at it that way. But the woman, she made it women are doing better than men issue, where the brother right here kind of made it, he looked at it a little bit more level-headed and said, hey, you know what, regardless of gender, anybody would be upset if their rent got raised that high. Because Lord knows when my rent damn near doubled, I was pissed, very pissed. It went from $450 to $800.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Damn near double. And I agree with him on that, because I've been through it. So regardless of gender, anybody would be upset about that.
Shout out to Saru, always doing great, Chow. No, I understand people complaining about prices and things going up, but men don't make videos. And women are the ones that are making these videos, and women are the ones that are making videos trashing men, calling men not up to par. You know, all these derogatory, dusty, musty, crusty men. But yet, women are just struggling just as much. Stop it. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time.